All right, guys, as an unemployed content creator that already has 50 hours on Nightreign, I am going to be ranking every single character, worst from best, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. We're going to make this quick, get right to the point. So let's move this camera down here. All right, so first we got Guardian. What do I think of Guardian? He's absolute dog shit. First, his weapons are not the best. Shield blocking is useless against most Night Lords in this game. He has the most HP, which is very good for him. His roll completely sucks. And he can tank. So basically his only pros are that he can tank damage. All right, next character on the list is the Wilder. I'm gonna put this guy in A tier because his grappling hook is very good, his health is good, his damage is good. Everything about this character is just so well-rounded and balanced. His ultimate is insane. It stuns the boss for like 3 seconds. Yes, the grappling hook is actually a good character skill because you could get close to the boss, get that fucking hit in. You know what I'm saying? And his passive allows for 1 free revive. Like, dude, come on. This character is insane. Honestly, you could even argue for S tier. I'm not even gonna lie. Next character, we got the Revenant. So she's like a Necromancer. I think she's kind of B tier. She could do pretty fucking good damage with Faith builds. I'm not even gonna lie. Her minions, I feel like the health on them is not great. When I use her minions in a Night Lord fight, it feels like every one of them dies almost instantly. Like they get like 2-shot. So they're all on cooldown, and then I have no minions, and I'm not getting the buffs for my relics that improve my damage when I have minions active. So I just feel like this character, I don't know, I think the minions might need a health buff. There are relics where if you drink a flask, it heals your allies, which will also heal your minions. So, you know, she could be pretty good, but I feel like her survivability isn't that great, and there are better DPS options. Next, we got Iron Eye. Honestly, bro, S tier. Anyone argues with S tier for Iron Eye, you're smoking dick. Bro, this character is actually fucking goated. His ultimate is insane. You could revive teammates, kill a bunch of enemies, and hit the boss with his ultimate. Fucking crazy. And his character skill, the dodge, you can mark enemies, give a 10% bonus damage to all your teammates and yourself, and you do more poise damage. This character is just fucking crazy. Please use Iron Eye if you just want to survive and kill bosses. Next, we got Duchess. I'm gonna be honest, S tier. She's a glass cannon. She could get one-shot pretty frequently, but you could go invisible, you get your team up, or you could even use invisibility to get some backstabs on the boss. What I mean is just get a bunch of damage in. You could proc your character skill, which is like a stopwatch, to reoccur all damage that happened to the boss within like the last 2-3 seconds. And you could pair this if 2 people use their ultimate at the same time, say Iron Eye pops his, and then Wilder pops his, you could repeat like 50% of that damage with her ability. Even with bleeds, frost procs, you could repeat that shit as well for 50%. It's crazy. She is so good. Next, we got Raider. I think Raider is actually underrated. I don't see a lot of people playing him. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I do think Wilder is better, but the Raider is very good because his health is insane. If you get damage negation buffs, he's insane. You could do break enemy stance super easily. His ultimate fucking sucks. So his ultimate is trash. I'm not gonna lie, that shit needs a rework. I feel like it screws the team more than it helps, if you know what I'm saying. You'll put like the tomb down, and then the boss, you can't even hit the boss, but they can hit you. It's stupid. But also his stance break thing. So how it works is character skill. You fucking throw a hand, right? The more damage you take, it'll eventually charge up. And then once it's fully charged, it'll like glow, you'll see it. That's when you use it, and it like breaks the enemy's stance almost all the time, or it'll get very close to breaking their stance when you use it. So his character skill is pretty good. It's hard to use against bosses because of how constant they move. But like I said, he's a great tank. I think he's an insane character. Very good poise to get enemies with heavy attacks constantly. Yeah. Next, we got the Recluse. So the Recluse is actually the only character in the game I haven't played a lot of, but I have seen teammates fucking dominate with her. I'm not gonna lie. I have seen teammates do a crazy ton of damage. She doesn't have great survivability, to be honest, and her dodge is, I don't know. I don't like the animation, so it kind of throws me off. But I'll put her like, I think I'll put her between the Wilder and the Raider. She could be argued for S tier because she has the highest potential for DPS. But how she works is her character skill recovers mana. So you hit an enemy with magic, you could absorb that element, or if a teammate lights an enemy on fire, you could absorb that fire element. She has a bunch of different like abilities if you absorb 3 different elements, or the same elements, whatever. Her ultimate is actually pretty freaking, it's good, bro. It's good for team play because you could tag the boss And then the boss, now if your teammates hit him or you hit him, you restore FP and health. So she's pretty good. She's a good support character. And if you find some crazy spells, you can do some crazy damage. And there's also flasks that give you unlimited magic. And now we have the Executioner, last but not least. So I feel like I'm going to piss a lot of people off with the Executioner. But I personally think the Executioner is B tier. Why? Listen, he could proc bleeds, he could proc frost, but I just don't think that this character is all that great. Just because, you know, if an enemy doesn't bleed and you only have a bleed katana, you kind of feel fucking useless. Because you basically base all your damage on this character off bleeds, or if you have frost is good too. I'd rather have frost katanas than a fucking bleed one. But his character skill, the cursed sword, is not good. To be honest with you, you could parry a boss like 20 times. It doesn't matter. You're probably getting 500 damage out of all those parries because this character needs a damage boost with that shit. To be honest with you, the cursed sword, when it's fully charged and you hit that attack, it doesn't do much, bro. And it doesn't break the enemy's stance that much. Like, you could play Raider instead and do a lot more poise damage. So honestly, Executioner is very overrated. I don't think he's great. Anyways, that's it with the tier list. I'm going to be posting a bunch of different content on this channel. If you want to see just more of me, hit that subscribe button.